Good morning and welcome to Peace Out. The day after Thanksgiving, do you still feel stuffed? I do. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you did too. I hope you got to spend time with those you love, be it friends, family, extended family, other people, just in general. And I guess your pets too, if that's how you do it. But anyway, I do hope you had a good day yesterday. Hope you had a good day off from work, if nothing else, right? I don't know. And now it's back to the grind for most people with real jobs, right? Some people get the whole weekend off. How does that even work? I guess I did when I was a teacher. Anyway, I do hope you had a good holiday. And guess what? Thanksgiving doesn't have to end. As a matter of fact, as Christians, it shouldn't end just because a holiday's over. Just because we go, okay, it's the day after Thanksgiving, it's Black Friday, don't go out of your house. I would not want to be in Norman, Oklahoma today trying to shop, do Black Friday because it's a ball game at 11. Oh boy, man, that would be a do not go to Norman today, right? Unless you're going directly to the game or directly to. Actually, you can go to the grocery stores on Black Friday because the grocery stores are not, there's nobody in the grocery stores on Black Friday. So I've done that for years. So anyway, but I hope you had a good day. But you know what? Thanksgiving did not end at midnight, and there was several scriptures I was thinking about. I was thinking about one in Psalms that talks about coming into his courts with praise and into his gates with thanksgiving, or whichever way it is. But we come into his presence with thanksgiving, right? To his courts with praise. Yeah, enter his gates with thanksgiving and praise. His courts with praise. Is that the way it is? Anyway, but I found this scripture this morning in Colossians. So I'm still trekking through the New Testament here, and this morning in Colossians I found this, and I thought this is so what we where we need. It needs to be Thanksgiving needs to be a lifestyle, right? It should be. It's not just a holiday, and we give thanks for everything, and then we go about our day and our year until next year at Thanksgiving, and then it's not just about that holiday. It's about a lifestyle. It's about an overflow. It just continues, right? Our lives should overflow with Thanksgiving. And so in Colossians 2 7, and this is in the New Living, the 1996 New Living, it's the best one. It says, let your lives overflow. And that's an interesting word, right? Let your lives overflow with thanksgiving for all he has done. See, God doesn't just work on one day a year. God doesn't just, it's not even just a one action. You don't just get saved and it's all over. It's about a relationship. And that relationships, the cool thing about relationships is that you build them, right? And even a relationship with a person, over time, that relationship gets deeper and deeper, and just more. Your lives get more intertwined, and you just get to know each other more and more, even as the changes of life come, because we change as we age. A 20-year-old version of me, a 40-year-old version of me, and now a 60-year-old version of me is. They're all very different, even though I'm still the same person. Hopefully, I've matured. That's debatable. But we change it. And when you're in a relationship and you change together over time, that's just some common threads there that just really can't be broken. But isn't that what we're striving to do with God? It's just have that relationship with Him over time. Now, He chose to walk through time with us. He chooses to come into time and be a part of our stories. He could have just created us and walked away, so to speak, except that he loves us so much he can't stand it. He can't help himself. He has to be with us. He wants that relationship. If you think back to the garden in the very first part of Genesis, it says in the evening he would come and walk with Adam and talk. Why? He wanted a relationship with his creation, right? And over time that relationship should deepen. Now God doesn't change, but we should be growing in that. We should be growing in grace. We should be growing in our faith. We should be growing in our knowledge of God, just like in other relationships, right? So this is let your lives overflow with thanksgiving for all he has done. So it should be more of a lifestyle. My life should overflow with thanksgiving, not just happen on Thanksgiving Day. It should be an all day, everyday thing, because right before this, he's talking about growing in your faith. He says, let your roots, he says, as you've accepted Christ as your Lord, you must continue to live in obedience with him and live, excuse me, live in that relationship with Christ, right? Let your roots grow down into him and draw up nourishment from him. Isn't that a powerful way to say that, to think about it? So you will grow in faith, strong and vigorous in the truth that you were taught. Let your lives overflow with thanksgiving for all he has done. Our lives should be an overflow. Thanksgiving should be that overflow in our lives because we realize that he saved us, that he loves us, that he gave us his peace, that he has grace for us for every single day in any situation we might face. Whatever gets woven into our story today, there is grace enough for that. His mercy covers us. His mercy calls us. His compassion draws us to him. All these things, there's some, we start thinking about thankful, and sometimes being thankful, and sometimes we just attach that to monetary stuff, or tangible things, the empirical things, the things we can see, improve with our eyes, feel with our hands, see with our eyes, our houses, our electricity. And yes, I'm thankful for that. Yes, I'm thankful for Wi-Fi. Yes, I'm thankful for jobs. Yes, I'm thankful for those things. But our Thanksgiving should go past that. And there's even when we think, even if we were to wake up and find ourselves in the deepest, darkest pit of despair, the darkest night of the soul, as Oswald Chambers says, if even if we find ourselves there, there will be something to be thankful for because his grace is there. His mercy is there. He still loves us. These things are not tangible. We can't see them. So even if the lights were out, I can still say, God, I just thank you that you love me. There's still something to be thankful for. Thanksgiving should be that lifestyle. This says it should be, your lives should overflow with thanksgiving for all he's done. Because not only did he create time, he chose to walk in time with us. He planted us in time right here, and then he watched us be formed in our mother's womb, and he chose to walk through time with us. He didn't just leave us here and go, well, I hope you make it. Let me know how that goes. No, his choice. And we can be thankful for God's everlasting, non-ending choices to be with us, to love us, to give us grace, to cover us with his mercy, to make a way of escape when we need it. All those things, all they require is that we look to him instead of ourselves, instead of others. We look to him because he is our source, right? He is our God, and that right there is enough to be thankful for, no matter what's going on in our lives, good or bad or indifferent, right? That's right. We can always peace out. Why? Because he gave us his peace. He doesn't take it back. That's one of those things, all those things he has done. He gave us his peace. That's one of them things he has done. We can always be thankful. There's always something to be thankful for, even if you can't see anything going on. Even if you don't see anything good going on in your life right now, there is always something to be thankful for because you've got his peace. Therefore you can work through it. You've got his grace. It's always sufficient. He's got his mercies. Those are new every morning. When you wake up, when you start coming around in the mornings, his mercy's already been there. It's already there for you to draw from and to lean on to make it through today. That's why we can peace out, right? Peace out. I hope I said something that made sense. Have a great day, you guys, and I'll see you bright and early in the morning.